Hi, my name is Lona and this is my soul story. When I was a little girl, things began happening to me by people I should have been able to trust. One of those being my half-brother, and he was molesting me at the age of 5 or 6. My parents divorced when I was very little. My mother remarried not long after, and she married a wicked man. He was incredibly wounded and broken, and so at the age of 9, he began doing inappropriate things to me, and this lasted through high school. Once I got out of high school, I went wild. I was promiscuous. I was on a mission, and that was to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I was incredibly selfish. I put myself through multiple abortions, and I seemed to be on a path that was leading quite literally to death, not to be dramatic. I started using drugs not long after I graduated from high school, so that progressed into hard drugs. I was at my rock bottom. I was not really hireable in the corporate world any longer. I was bartending and working at or for a commercial landscaper, running a commercial weed eater. I was at my rock bottom. I was homeless. I didn't have a car, and my dad had been pursuing me for years. I wasn't really keen on listening to him because I felt like he had betrayed me in some way by leaving. But when I was 33, he was pursuing me like I believe God the Father would pursue us and does pursue us. So he was driving from Oak Grove to Springfield and taking me to church just about nearly every weekend that he could get me there. And I handed my life over to Christ. I was 33 years old, again, at my rock bottom, and I gave my heart to Christ, and it was like the road to Damascus experience like Paul had. That's why Paul's my favorite. And he redeemed that time with me and my earthly father and truly showed me what God the Father, how he operates and how he pursues us through the Holy Spirit. And I don't think my feet touched the ground for about a year and a half. I was in a honeymoon phase, what I like to call a honeymoon phase with Jesus, for quite some time. Jesus changed my life by not only reconciling me with my earthly family. I didn't have a relationship with them at all. That's what drugs do. And he created in me a heart for other people from a heart that was so incredibly selfish and deceitful. I became a child of light. I reconciled with my unborn children, understanding and knowing that they are with him. They have the best dad. I did a lot of work to catch up. I had basically stunted my own growth in my 20s and early 30s because of the choices I was making. And he redeemed that time. He brought me an amazing husband. I have 3 amazing daughters and 6 amazing grandchildren. If I were talking to a new believer, maybe that's you, or maybe an old believer that has lost hope, I would like to encourage you that He's still on the throne. He does care. He cares about the things that we care about. I do still have hard times in my life. It's not, everything wasn't erased because I made Jesus the Lord of my life. But there is absolutely no way that I can make it through this life, this world that we live in, without the hope of Jesus. I don't know how people do it. So if I can encourage anyone, you're not too lost. You're not too unworthy. He will chase you down if you will just listen, if you will surrender your heart.